Wide receiver Cole Beasley, 4 catches, 83 yards, including a 51-yarder. He joins us in studio. Hello, Cole. Welcome. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Nice win yesterday. You seemed like we were just talking. I don't know if you heard walking in, but it seemed like this is a game where the offense really answered when they got hit in the mouth. First thing out of the box, Giants score. You guys came back and not only answered there with 3 touchdowns unanswered. Then when they got back to win 21-14, you guys answered again in the second half. But is that something you guys think about?
Well, really, we just wanted to start fast, and that's something we didn't do the previous week. So we obviously wanted to improve, and I think we did a lot of better job of getting it going early.
The fast start includes both the passing game and the run game, right? I mean, you want to get everything going, even though
no question. You know, whatever we can do to win. It doesn't matter if we throw it or run it. You know, as long as we can move the sticks and get points, that's all we want.
Yeah, you've got Dayball calling plays, and it seems like you're staying diverse. Your offensive linemen. Sometimes it looks like it's 1975. Those big guys stand up and get out of there and get out in front of the running game. That's really got to be something different than well, not that you weren't here last year, but that's something different around here. And those guys are able to get out in front of Gore and Singletary and those guys. It's pretty special.
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job, and they lead the charge. We only go as they go, and they know that, and we know that. They don't get the credit, but you know they should. You know, all the guys who are getting in the end zone usually, you know, get all the credit in the media, but those guys lead the way, man, and we're just following them down there.
I was mentioning to Steve how, and you see it a lot in the run game, but Buffalo's offensive line, not only massive, but athletic and fast. I mean, you know, I said to somebody, it's like that's the way offensive lines played in the 70s and 80s, running around as much. The difference is now they're 335-pound guys moving that well.
Yeah, you
it's
can
pretty
see
amazing.
it. You know, some of those run plays, when they're pulling, those guys can move, man.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen some on tape where I'm like, man, I don't know if I can beat some of those linemen. They're getting around the edge quickly, man. It's exciting to watch.
Go ahead and give us a little personality of what this offense, you know, what your game plan was going into the Jets, maybe the Giants, particularly yesterday, the Giants. What were you expecting from them? I mean, you got some speed out on the field, but you're also spending a lot of time in the 2 tight end, 2 running backs kind of sets. You know, you're different personnel groupings on the field all the time. What was the thought process going into the game yesterday?
Well, we just wanted to throw a lot of different looks at them and mix it up, and you know, in the run and in the pass. So Davis does a good job of calling it and keeping them off balance. It was just another good day yesterday, you know, showing that.
Cole, I want to ask you about a couple of plays, both of them in the second quarter. The Bills had the ball down at the Jets' 26-yard line. It was 3rd and 10, and Josh Allen found you, but you were not at the first down marker yet.
Right.
You made a little spin move around a couple of defenders. You know, sometimes the teams will throw it short of the sticks on 3rd down, and people say, why would they throw that pass? What you did is why you throw that pass, right? Telling you, basically, you go make the first down.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, they bring pressure and they do things, you know, and the DBs will sit at the sticks, and it makes it hard to run routes at the sticks if they're just sitting there. You can't just run a route, you know, right past the sticks and get the first because they're just sitting on it. So sometimes you got to do that, and you got to take your chance with your skill players, and you know it's our job to find a way to get past the sticks and move them.
You moved around one of their first-round picks, Baker, on that play, and it seemed like he was kind of victimized quite a bit by the Buffalo offense, some of the plays you made. DeAndre Baker, was that a plan going in, or just the way it lined up when you went into that?
No, it's just kind of the way it happened. You know, we knew we had different ways to attack them, and you know, we like to move our guys in different spots, and you know, John will get some in the slot, I'll get some in the slot, and then I'll move some outside, and then, you know, everybody else too. So Dave's does a good job of moving everybody everywhere and giving them different looks. So, you know, they got to play us a lot differently depending on who's there.
That's another thing that I caught watching the game again this morning. We think of you as a slot receiver, but you're much more than that. You lined up basically all over the place, as did everybody else, right? Even Foster came in and lined up in the slot sometimes.
Yeah, no question. And that's part of what makes us, you know, tough to defend. And we got to keep building off that and, you know, keep finding different ways that we can do that and getting other guys open. So, but Dave's does a great job of that, and the whole coaching staff of finding ways to move us and the tight ends around. So it's been good so far.
One of the things about this team that's really helped you guys in the first couple of weeks is your ability to stay on the field in 3rd down. You're completing way over 40% of your 3rd downs, and you're also got this short and intermediate passing game, and that's something new. Josh wasn't able to do that last year. And one of the things about it is you've got you, John Brown, you got Zay Jones, you got these guys, and even DeMarco's getting 1 target a game at least. But your ability to stay on the field has really been the one thing that has allowed you to, you know, to continue to be successful.
Well, third down just comes down to really, what you do on first and second down. And when you can stay ahead of the chains. See, when we got second half, we started shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit. We got behind the chains. It was a little harder for us to get first down. So you just have you have good plays on first and second down that makes the third downs a lot more manageable and easy for us to get.
I got a second quarter play, and maybe your biggest play of the game, 51-yard pass reception. You were wide open. How'd you get so open? What happened on that
Well, it was
play?
just a coverage that the coaching staff knew that we would get in a certain situation, and how they played it. And, Dave's drew it up, and it worked perfectly. The corner carried the seam and just left me wide open.
You followed the tight end, I think.
Sailed it out and up. And we kind of anticipated they were going to do that, so I'm glad it worked out how it did. I don't get too many of those.
Well, you were looking at the end zone,
Few and
obviously.
far between those
You caught it, and the end zone was there, but you also had like 4 or 5 defenders between you and the end zone once you caught it.
Yeah, I was really upset about it. I thought I could have done a little more than what I
Really?
did. Yeah. I haven't seen the film yet, but...
With Cole Beasley, Bills wide receiver, after yesterday's win over the New York Giants. Steve brought up, and you brought it up actually, it was a quiet third quarter for the Buffalo offense yesterday. Did the Giants do something different, or did things just kind of settle down?
I think it was more of us, than them. We were getting penalties, some false starts, and some certain things that were pushing us back in a little bit. And that goes back to the third downs. It's really harder to convert when you get behind the chains like that, and we never want to do that. And put ourselves in that situation. So we got to be better. And, we still know that we have a lot of work to do. I mean, it's only week 2. There's no reason to get super excited about being 2-0. You still got to take it 1 week at a time and prepare each week and get better. And we're still growing as an offense.
I was going to ask you, you're 6 weeks into this. You had 4 preseason games, and now you got 2 victories on. And the team this year has yet to lose a game, preseason or regular season. I mean, what's the next step for you guys as an offense? What's your mindset as to what maybe you have to do better, some of the things you're working on? In big picture wise, I mean, not game plan wise.
Well, just 2 games in, we had a lot of turnovers in the first one. We did a better job of that in game 2. Then, like I said, the penalties in the second half of the previous game we just played. So really just cleaning it up. And, as long as we execute the stuff that we do, we'll be fine. We just got to do better of staying on track.
You've had some of your better games in your career against the New York Giants, right, during your Cowboys years. Is there something going on there?
I don't know.
You want me to read the numbers? 387 receiving yards against the Giants, the most by a player since 2016.
Well, we also play them twice a year,
I
though,
know.
so that kind of helps me out a little bit.
Once a year now, once every 3 years now, 4 years now.
Yeah.
Hey, fourth quarter, Giants make it a 7-point game, and then you guys had that 75-yard scoring drive. Frank Gore finishes it off. Answering scores by the other team is important, and this Bills team, through 2 games, it's only 2, appears to have that knack of being able to answer when you really need it, right?
Yeah, that was good by us answering back, but really, as an offense, we don't want to even let it get to that point. We need to do a better job of kind of stepping on them when we get up, and we will. We'll watch the film today and see what we did wrong and find ways to improve. But in the future, we'd want to kind of end it earlier than what we did.
Were you guys a little disappointed that the coaching staff took a knee right at the end of that first half, thinking maybe you'd like to take a shot down the field? Right?
As a receiver, always.
Yeah,
But
right.
they made the right decision. We were getting the ball at halftime, so you don't want to take a chance. And anything can happen in the NFL. So you have a bad play, and I mean, people can get mad all they want, but if we were to go down and then have a bad play, they get a turnover and then come down and score, then they'll really be mad. So,
Right.
I mean, it could go either way. They made the right decision.
Yeah, with a
doing that.
14-point lead, you may as well just shorten the game, right? And just take it in at halftime.
No question.
Right.
Hey, Cole, you came here during the offseason to a team that had played a rookie quarterback last year, and now you've seen him in 2 regular season games. Is Josh Allen better than you thought when you came here? Is he a better quarterback?
I mean, I saw it on film. He had the talent to be great, and I don't really know much about what happened last year, but as far as I've been here, he's been awesome. So he's been fun to play with. I love playing with him. The guy can extend plays, and as a receiver, you love that because then you have more and more time to get open. We got to do a better job than we have these past 2 games of getting open for him. He's been scrambling, but he's been running a lot and taking some hits that maybe if we were to get open, he wouldn't have to. So we need to do a better job with our scramble rules and help him out a little bit. But he's done an exceptional job.
What do you think? What do you expect Sunday, first home game?
I don't know, man. I'm excited to. I mean, I've played here once before, but it was a few years back, and I was on the other side. So maybe thought about it differently. But I'm excited to see what the energy that the fans bring this week.
Well, congratulations on the win. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Cole Beasley, Bills wide receiver, joining us in studio. We're just getting started here. Come on back. We're going to keep it going. It's Steve Tasker, John Murphy, One Bills Live, presented by Colada Health. This is Buffalo Bills Radio.